back to another episode of Author Interviews with Jazz in Prose. I'm your host, Sai, and today we are here with the amazing Nyzah Newton. I'm pronouncing it right?
Okay, really close is Nyzah,
Okay.
but you were so
Nyzah
close.
Newton. Okay, Nyzah Newton, guys, here for his new book, The Collective Rising, which is a part 2 of a series, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, it is.
Okay, so yeah, Nyzah, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm so happy and honored that you wanted me to be a part of this. I love talking with other writers, other people that love the medium, and I feel like this is a great way of pushing that that love of reading out there with the world. So yeah, I'm really excited to get started.
Absolutely. We love having authors here because that's, we're all about that and just, everything literature. And you also have a fashion background, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that kind of goes into, since you have the creativity, I always like to start off with the cover of the book. So how did you come up with the cover of this book specifically?
Oh my gosh. So, okay. First, I would like to say, whenever I'm trying to brainstorm anything, I like to make a mood board first of what, the main themes and the main encapsulations of whatever it is are. So for this story, it's the main, I would say one of the main themes is power play and, how others use their positions to, make them, bigger than life, larger than life and stuff like that. So I was like, what better way of illustrating that than through chess? Something that's normally used as a way of, not only strategy, but, showing off, how you can, get ahead of others, and stuff like that. Shows the power, what I'm saying, like that.
I love that. Yes, absolutely. I love that. And I remember when I was in elementary school, I actually was a part of the chess club, but it was only for a week. Yeah, I don't, I was like, oh, let me join this. I remember, but I wish I would have stuck with it. But as a teacher now, I'm surprised, when I see, there are some teachers who will sit and play with the students, chess. And I'm like, oh, that's so nice. So, yeah, that strategy thing, yeah.
They wouldn't have been able to handle you, okay? They would have been too much for them.
I'm trying.
I'm gonna go easy on y'all. You be like, I'm gonna go easy on y'all.
Exactly. Okay, so let's get into a little bit about you, Nyzah. So tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into writing.
Well, thank you for asking. Well, I would say what got me into writing started off with my love of drawing. I've always loved creativity and in itself, I would always find myself writing different scenarios, whenever I watch a show or drawing different characters, and kind of bleeded into, I guess you could say, my love of writing and just storytelling as a whole. I feel like everything could be used as a way of telling a story, whether that be through your clothes or through a drawing or whatever it is. So yeah, this was really just, I guess it was birthed from that. And I really enjoy having stories that reflect me as a person, whether that be through my skin color or my, the way I view things and stuff like that. So yeah, I feel like this was a fun way of putting that out there for, other people like me.
Yeah, and that's true. There's so many ways that we can express ourselves, and I love that you are tapping into different ways to do that, from the fashion and the drawing and now books. Okay, and your first book came out in 2023, right? The part
yes,
one.
Yes,
okay.
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go into the book specifics. So tell us about The Collective Rising for our viewers out there. What is this book about?
Okay, so in short, The Collective Rising is a story about our main character, Avi, who is a prince of a kingdom called the Magi, and he goes on a mission to uncover the mystery behind a bunch of attacks that have been happening in New York. This happens through an anonymous sender, and this person, we'll see throughout the series, this person is a mainstay figure in the story. So yeah, but with that, Avi is basically trying to find out what the whole thing is going on in New York, and he happens on this team of superheroes called the Victors. I'm a nerd, so I love I love that whole thing. So yeah, so they try to figure out what's going on, and they find a bunch of twists and turns throughout the story. So yeah, it's got a lot of yeah.
So so the genre for this, you would consider to be like adventure, mystery.
Oh, but yeah, all of those and sci-fi. I like to mix genres a lot. Like it just makes the story more fresh, you know.
Yeah.
Um, So I was trying to get my footing when I first started writing. I was like, okay, is this too much? Like, is this like, you know? But
oh no.
Yeah,
it's never too much. I think nowadays, like, people love that. Like, that is, to me, when people can mix genres and just mix different things, that is that's very unique. Okay.
Yeah.
And going into, like, you know, on this show a lot, I talk about like AI and all that kind of stuff. And I just feel like humans can still bring the secret sauce to it, you know, because we are the ones that are, you know, putting the information into AI. So the fact that you're able to pull that creativity and to put it into one book is amazing. So, so when you were writing this book, did you have a part that you felt was like, gosh, this is really challenging? I'm going to do it, but this is really challenging.
I would say the whole book in itself was like that for me because you know they say it's like the first book, okay, that's you get that done, cool, but the second one is harder, and I was like, how is that a thing? I couldn't understand how that was like how is it harder, and then it wasn't until I sat down and started writing that I was like, oh, okay, this was what they meant, like because it's like when you have a pre-established franchise, you can't really go off, you can't go off the rails of that. You know, you have to stay consistent. So when I was doing it, I was like, okay, I have to take this into account, you know, a bunch of those things. And so it was really just, I would say the whole thing was like a challenge, but it was a fun challenge. And I feel like I've definitely have grown since, writing the first one to now, the second one. So yeah, it's been really fun.
Yeah, and listen, you completed the challenge successfully. Okay, you did it. Okay, so okay. So on the flip side of it, do you feel like you had a part where you felt like it was really fun? So like as you're writing it, like you just loved writing this part.
Don't hate me. I'm gonna say again, the whole thing was so fun because no. I definitely do have like a part where I'm like, oh yeah, this is like just the funnest thing ever. And it was, without spoiling too much, the scene where they went to the boutique and they're basically like the character obviously picking out an outfit to blend in with the crowd when they go to like a party. And I don't know, for me, I love writing. I feel like it's not fully explored with like fashion and storytelling. Like, I feel like that's not like at the forefront. And I feel like it should be, because it's like such an important way of telling you about a character without even having to say a word. So that was, I'm sorry, I'm rambling, but that was like
you're doing, no, that's perfectly fine. And you know, I'm thinking like in movies, like those are usually some of the funnest scenes to me, when they're like, you know, we're gonna do a makeover, and then they show like the different clothes and stuff. So I know with your fashion background, I see why that would be one of your favorite parts. So really quickly, character creation, because I absolutely love character creation. So when you are creating your characters, Ivy, Ada, Atlas, Hawthorne, all these people, what is your process to create them?
Okay, so I would say my process when creating characters is like, you know, normally how they say you would make your characters based off the theme. I kind of just like, I kind of do it like before that. Like, I just envision the characters that I think would be like really fun to play with, and they just so happen to fit into the theme. I don't know if that's like a subconscious thing where I'm just like, oh, okay, you're making it. But no, the way, so I like to, sometimes I just come up into my head, and sometimes I get loosely based off of like the people in my life, you know, because I feel like in some way or another you're taking them in without even realizing it, you know. So I met one of the characters that I definitely like made someone after was like the Queen of Magi, who's based off of my mom, and you know, because she's the queen of my life, and I love her so much. So yeah, I feel like that's like one of like the things that inspired me, like the people in my life. the works that I absorb as a reader, you know. And yeah, I would say like that's how I basically go off of it.
Okay, I love that. I love that. And I always say, like how you said, they just happen to fit. But I do, yes, I think we, you know, as writers, we pull from our experiences and what we've seen or people we know or things like that. And then I also am a firm believer that now I'm a person, I really like to develop my characters like a lot. Like I literally have character profiles of everything. And I feel like if I do that well enough, the story is going to just align because based on the character, they're going to make choices based on who we've created them to be, you know? So yeah, I totally agree with that.
And do you, my bad, real quickly, I was gonna say, do you feel like ideas come from like different, like a source of creativity? Like, you know, you just happen to think of something like, oh my gosh, where did that come from? You know, like there's like a creative force out there that people pull from. 1 second.
For me, I feel personally, now listen here, Nyzah. I've been working on my first creative book, like that's a novel. I've been working on it for 10 years. So when you ask that, I want to know too, because I really want to get this book. And if that's the case, I need them to come with these ideas. But like children books and things like that, it's definitely from inspiration from people in my life, like my son. So yeah, I think it just depends, you know. Yeah. And then so for your journey with putting the book out, so are you self-published, traditionally published? Which route did you go?
I am self-published on Amazon and Kindle. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, did you go that route for a particular reason or?
I feel like yes. Well, I feel like I really just wanted to put everything that I wanted in a book out there. And I know sometimes the publishers, they're like, they, you know, push against certain things that don't fit what's popular in the moment. But my whole thing is I don't care what's popular, what's going to make the most sales. I just want to put my voice into what I write and, you know, put it out there for the world to see. And if some people don't resonate with that, that's cool. You know?
Yeah. And that's one of the biggest reasons that a lot of people go the self-published route, because they want to put their work out and they don't want anybody else to like really, you know, impact it a lot. Yeah. And I get that. Do you have a lesson that you felt like, because listen, I'm self-published too. Yeah. This journey can be a lot. Do you have like a lesson that, you know, this is your second book, so maybe something you learned from the first time putting the first book out that now you're like, oh, let me not make this mistake again.
Right. Let me see. A lesson, I guess I would say, was to not filter. Well, to not hide what I really want to put out. I feel like with the first book, I was really like hesitant of putting. 1 second, buddy. I was really hesitant of like putting certain things that I feel like are not, the world isn't ready to accept yet. And I was just like, okay, I don't want to ruffle no feathers, but I'm like the most non-confrontational person you will meet. So, you know, for me, I guess that was like a big lesson where it's like, you're not going to be able to please everyone. And the people that get the message that it comes across to, great, that's awesome. And if there's some people that don't, whatever, you know? I would say like,
a lot of people do say that, you know, I write for myself first. And then whoever it resonates with and they like it, those are your genuine, you know, fans who like the work. So yeah, I definitely agree with that, because you're never going to please everyone. You drive yourself crazy trying to please everybody. Yeah.
You're going to be like, wait, I didn't take this into account. Oh my gosh, let me just erase the whole thing, start over from scratch.
Listen, you're never gonna please anybody. Speaking on that, okay, advice for aspiring authors. So people who have an idea, they want to put a book out, what would you tell them?
I would say my advice is to write from what inspires you. Don't write from like what's popular, what's trending, because again, those are going to go out of style, and then you're going to be left with basically nothing. Like no voice behind your work, no something that you're actually kind of let people know. And I learned this like when I first started writing, where it's like you have to put what is like the most important thing to you in your work, or else it's not going to resonate with people, you know. And I feel like when I started learning about themes and stuff, and I was like, I was pulled to the theme of identity and what makes us us, you know, essentially. And that's how I came up with the collective, you know, because we're all individuals, but we all come together to make this beautiful thing, you know? So,
Yeah.
yes. One second, buddy.
Love it. I know the babies. I know they're like, oh, I want my, you know, I don't know if it's your son or whoever, but yeah, babies, it's fine.
It's my little brother. Yeah, he loves to
yeah, I know. He's inspired.
Yes.
But yeah, so we're gonna go quickly into our trivia time. Really quickly.
Okay, trivia night. Let's go. Let me go get a drink real quick. No,
okay.
No.
Okay, so really quickly, this is Would You Rather Author Edition. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to have you pick a number from 1 to 4.
Okay. 3.
3. Okay, let's see. I think this is a good one. Okay, yes, I love this question. Okay, so would you rather be stuck in a fictional world of your choosing for a year, or have a fictional character live in your house for a week?
Oh, that's a good one. Okay. It's like, would you rather go in that world or bring that world to here?
Yeah.
You know. So, could I get yours real quick? Because I'm still trying to think. I'm like, you have one.
Oh my God. And you know what, Nyzah, you have really been asking me the questions. People usually ask me the questions.
Look, I'm like, let me interview you too.
You know what? I'm reading a book right now called Here Comes the Sun.
Oh, okay.
I think I would want to have one of the characters come to live in my house for a week. Yeah, I think I would want to have them come because the setting is in Jamaica, and you know, yeah. But if y'all know that book by Nicole Dennis Ben, Here Comes the Sun, I think I would want to have maybe Tandy come live in my house for a day.
Tandy. Oh, okay. Well, we love Tandy.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead, buddy. Go ahead. Go. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Yeah.
Totally fine. We get it.
So, oh my gosh, I'm still thinking. I feel like I would. Okay, I know this is like very like. I don't know if this is narcissistic, but I would really love to live in the world of the Magi, because I don't know. I've grown up like just wanting superpowers, wanting like that whole, you know, thing, and I feel like it's just like a fun, you know, world to explore. So much like that you could see. There's a lot that I'm planning in the future books that I would love to experience myself, and so I would go in my own world. I would go in the Collective Rising and Forsaken Faith and explore what happens in there. Yeah, because I feel like I imagine if I would be like, oh no, I don't want to go in my own world. I'm scared. I traumatize my characters enough.
I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that Nyzah is gonna pick that. So what is next? Is this gonna be a trilogy? Are you gonna have a part 3?
Yes, it actually will be. So we have books in the making right now. So I wanted to make it like all connect in a way. So with every book, there's like, and like you can see in the chapters too, it's like it says a message. So with the Collective, it's going to spell like frequency. So I'm thinking of making like 7 other books, and it's like colon and then frequency. So with the first book is Forsaken Faith, so it's like FF, and then with this one it's Rising, so it's spelling out the word frequency. And so I'm such a nerd. I love making things connect and stuff like that. So yes, that's what I'm planning on doing.
I'm excited and I love that. Do you ever see it becoming like something on the screen, like maybe a series? Or
we're gonna manifest it, okay? We're gonna make it. We're gonna pull it into reality, okay?
Yeah. I love that. I could definitely see it. It's giving me Marvel, DC vibes for sure. A twist of Harry Potter. Yeah, it's giving me all of that. That's what it's giving.
Those are my favorite things ever too. So yes.
Really? Oh my God. Yeah. So The Collective Rising, okay, where can people find this book?
You can find The Collective Rising. Sorry about the set change. I'm trying to unplug my phone too. You can find The Collective Rising on Amazon and Kindle. You can also find it at this bookstore. It's called The Little Book Place, and it's in Tunkhannock, PA, and it's like signed copies and stuff like that, the whole nine. It's amazing. And you can also order it from me directly. if you wanted to, like a signed copy. Hit up your boy.
Yeah, we'll have all of the links in the description, guys. Make sure you definitely follow Nyzah Newton as well. Okay, The Collective Rising is out now. Part 1 has been out since 2023. So this is, yeah, you guys definitely want to follow, share, and go and get this book, guys. Okay.
Please.
Yeah. So Nyzah, we definitely thank you for stopping by and telling us about this amazing book. You're welcome back anytime. Okay. And we are wishing you all of the success. Yes, absolutely.
And I wanted to say, y'all, make sure to get her book too. What's the name? Oh, we're not revealing the name yet, or
it's gonna be Mad Justice, guys. Thank you so much, Nyzah. It's gonna be out hopefully in October, but just follow, guys. I'm one of those slow writers. I am.
But look, as soon as you release it, I'm going to order it myself. Okay, so I'm letting you know right now.
Listen, we're like you said, we're manifesting. We're manifesting, guys. We're manifesting.
There we go.
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We're here with Nyzah Newton for the Rising Collective. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Bye.